Oh, you thought it was over? You thought it was over? Don't you think for 1 second this thing is not over? Adam Silver in major heat in regards to the WNBA and NBA for the refereeing controversy. We heard all of these players and WNBA coaches blasting the malpractice of the referee.
What if everything you watched this WNBA season was a perfectly staged illusion? What if the refs you trusted most were secretly pulling the strings behind the curtain? Because right now, Adam Silver has been dragged before the US Senate over referee corruption, and every trail leads to one shocking name: Caitlin Clark. This could be the most explosive scandal in women's basketball history. They tried burying the truth, but now it's screaming louder than ever. Before we dig into just how deep this rabbit hole goes, drop your take in the comments. Do you think the WNBA was rigged against Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever? I'm watching every comment, because your words might expose exactly what they're desperate to keep quiet.
There is a clear agenda against the Indiana Fever, and if you do not feel that way or see it, you're a blind man. I mean, Stevie Wonder could see that they got a clear agenda against them. I mean, now granted, people is going to say, well, y'all going to blame it on the referees, but Aaliyah Boston played bad. Lexi Hall played bad. But at the end of the day, bro, the referees definitely altered the outcome of this.
Dive into the story they prayed you'd never hear. From opening night, the energy was off. Caitlin Clark, the rookie who single-handedly resurrected the league, was suddenly public enemy number one. Every drive, whistle. Every hit, dead silence. Refs skipped obvious fouls, then nailed her for the tiniest reaction. This wasn't bad officiating, it was deliberate. Indiana Fever fans noticed first. Why were refs so fixated on her? The league brushed it off as coincidence, but by the 5th, 10th, 20th game, coincidence was dead. It was scripted control. Sources close to the team whispered that something sinister was brewing. The refs weren't there to officiate, they were there to restrain. And it wasn't just Caitlin. Sophie Cunningham, Lexi Hull, and Kelsey Mitchell were all slapped with phantom fouls. Every time Caitlin was hit, nothing. Every time she reacted, punished. The message was crystal clear. Stay in your lane. Behind closed doors, executives were allegedly fuming that Caitlin Clark's fame outshined the league itself. Insiders now claim referees were ordered to manage the story, but control turned into corruption.
Screwed over by the referees today, man. Straight up and down, bro. I'm not even joking, bro. It's not even funny, bro. The WNBA refs are complete trash. This was trash to the point where Caitlin Clark has to hold back Stephanie White. Who had that on their bingo card for the day? Who had that on their bingo card? This was an embarrassing job of officiating by the WNBA referees. Kathy Engelbert, you are a pure
corruption. 3 times in one possession. Not a single whistle. Lexi Hull pulled off a spotless block, still got slapped with a foul. Kelsey Mitchell caught an elbow to the face. Refs looked the other way, and when Sophie Cunningham dared to question them, she got a warning. Don't say a word. Seconds later, she was hurt on a play the refs acted blind to. Fans lost it online? Hashtags like Justice for Clark and Jarig WNBA exploded, but the league stayed quiet. That silence cracked when a referee insider dropped leaked messages and secret call sheets. Those leaks exposed everything, certain players were being shadowed, and suggested calls were listed. That single word, suggested, flipped the whole script. It meant influence. It meant fixing. The evidence shot straight to federal investigators, and suddenly Adam Silver's office got a letter. Not from fans, not from journalists, but from the Senate Committee on Sports Ethics. Adam Silver was commanded to answer accusations of referee misconduct and game manipulation in the WNBA, or face legal fire. Now, Adam Silver is under crushing pressure, while Kathy Engelbert, the WNBA commissioner, is reportedly furious and absolutely terrified.
We are playing beautiful basketball, and then all of a sudden the fouls get called consecutively. It wasn't that the fouls are balanced. The fouls are getting called when we're on a run, and it shifts the momentum. So again, here we have another coach who is calling out the inconsistent refereeing and saying, you basically killed our momentum. We're trying to get back into the game, and you're killing our momentum because you're calling consecutive fouls only when we're on a run. So you guys, I did a deep dive a couple months ago on the WNBA referees, what is truly going on, why they are as bad as they are. But this is something that I don't see a change happening this season. I feel like a broken record if I'm just continuing to say the refs are bad, the refs are bad. The refs are really bad. The refs are ruining the game. Fix the refereeing. Before you worry about all this other stuff in the league, fix the refereeing, because you need to have a good product.
This investigation might not just take down a few bad refs, it could blow up the entire referee system. Officials are now digging through communication logs, secret memos, and even private texts between refs and league executives. Several referees have already been quietly suspended, but fans aren't settling for silence. They want receipts. They want justice. They want answers. And through all the chaos, Caitlin Clark has said nothing. No interviews, no meltdowns, no dramatic statements. But anyone who's watched her play knows she doesn't need words. Her game is the statement, the fire, the anger, the fight. It's all right there on the court. And now the fans, they're not just watching her, they're standing with her.
Had we had Caitlin Clark, we wouldn't even be talking about this, bro. Had Caitlin Clark been playing, we wouldn't even be talking about this. This wouldn't even be a topic of discussion right now, bro. And Nas Hillman, 16 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists. How can we win? How can we win? And she balling like this, bro? But look, but the referees is allowing them. The refs are allowing them to get this ish off, bro. Allowing them to get silly plays like this off. I'm just lost for words, guys. I'm truly is. It is just an ugly, ugly situation as a fan to see. I picked the team to win this. They should have won. They should have won this damn game.
Because this isn't just about one superstar. It's about every athlete who ever got punished for being too talented, too fearless, too visible. And if this investigation confirms what fans already suspect, it could torch the WNBA's reputation beyond repair. Adam Silver now has just hours left to face the Senate. Will he defend the league or blow the lid off the corruption buried inside it? Will he protect Kathy Engelbert or cut her loose to save himself? The answers are coming fast, and when they do, basketball might never look the same again. So here's the real question. If it's proven that refs did target Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, should the entire WNBA season be wiped from history? Drop your take in the comments, because the truth could begin right here with you.